some hauntings don't start with a ghost, but with a whisper. A shadow where none should be. A child who won't wake up. Insidious isn't about a haunted house, it's about a family unraveling a curse that's been waiting for them, in the further. The movie starts with a child sleeping in his bed, but as he sleeps, someone starts to wander off into another world. It is morning, and a woman named Renee wakes up and goes downstairs. She unpacked a box of books and put them on the shelf. They have moved into a new house, so some things still need unpacking. While watching a photo album, her son named Dalton comes to her and says that he does not like his room. Renee says that he will get used to it soon. They continue to watch the album together, but they notice that there are no childhood pictures of the father named Josh. Later on, when they were getting ready for the day, she noticed that the books she had put on the shelf were again lying on the ground. She asked the children, but they denied it. Later in the day, we see Renee practicing the piano. While playing, she got distracted by her baby girl, called Callie, crying. She went to her room and while carrying her, she heard some noises. As she followed them, it led her to the attic, where she saw a heater burning, which was causing the noises. On that night, when Josh returned home, the house was almost completely set up, and Renee was looking for her music sheets but could not find them. We also saw children playing. While playing with the toys, Dalton noticed the attic door opening by itself. He went upstairs, and while trying to switch on the lights, the stairs he was standing on broke, and he fell. As he gets up again, he notices something and screams. His parents, on hearing his scream, come up running and take him downstairs. While returning, Renee found the musical sheets she was looking for all this time, in the attic. In the night, as Dalton goes deep into his sleep, we see something mysterious start to happen. In the morning, when Josh comes up to wake up Dalton, he finds him unresponsive. The doctor said that everything about Dalton's brain is all right, but he is in a coma. 3 months passed by, and we see Dalton still in a coma and now transferred to a home. Renee is now emotionally broken. One day, while trying to practice the piano, she heard some kind of sound on the baby monitor, which was in Callie's room. The sound was indistinct at first, but then she heard someone say that he wants to get away from here. It also said that he wants it now, at that moment. Callie started to cry, and Renee ran up to her room in panic. She found no one there. Later on, while Renee was talking to her second son, Foster, she found out that he is scared of Dalton because, according to him, Dalton walks around at night. In the night, we see Dalton still lying in bed, but his younger brother, Foster, hears some noises, closes the door and runs to his bed to hide. At the same time, Renee was telling Josh what had happened today in Callie's room when they heard a loud banging on the main door. Josh went downstairs to check it, but found no one at the door. He closes the door and then locks it properly. Renee, while in the bedroom, hears Callie crying and goes into her room, but as she enters, she sees a white face in the curtains, near the window. She shouts, and within seconds, Josh runs up to her, but the face is gone. At this moment, the door alarm starts with a loud noise. Josh again went downstairs and was astonished to find the door wide open. He turned off the alarm and then searched for an intruder in the house. But he finds no one. The alarm starts again, so he turns it off again and closes the door. The next day, we see Josh messaging Renee that due to workload, he will be late, then he closes his eyes, and we see him going through some memories, where we see Josh in childhood sleeping in his bed, but the point of view suggests that he is not in his body as he looks on at himself. In the morning, while adjusting Dalton's bed of Dalton, Renee sees a blood-stained demonic handprint on the bedsheet near Dalton's feet. On that night, when Josh again returned home late, Renee argued with him and she told him that the house was haunted and showed him the bedsheet. On that night, Renee had a nightmare, where she saw 2 handprints appearing on the glass window of Dalton's room. She wakes up terrified. It was around 2 a.m. We see a person walking past her window again and again, and she calls out to Josh, who was sleeping on the sofa downstairs. Then suddenly a man appears near her bed, looks at her and then he moves towards her to grab her. She throws herself off the bed and starts screaming. Josh, on hearing her screams, ran up to her. She was in a panic, and she refused to live there anymore, so they changed the house. Now we see Josh's mother, who, while unpacking, looks at Josh in a family photo and says that she could not believe Josh allowed you to have a photo with him. Then she encouraged her daughter-in-law to face whatever is going on and not feel sorry for it. Later, Renee turned on the music and started cleaning the house, but as she went outside, the music changed, and an old track started. She glanced in the house to see a young boy wearing old attire, dancing to the music in the house. She went inside, but again, there was no one. Then she saw the young boy, laughing and playing and running across the house. She followed him, but again lost him. Then the wooden rolling horse started to roll, like someone was sitting on it. Again, the door opened, and the child, giggling, directed her to Dalton's room, where she again saw the ghost kid, as he was playing hide and seek. It was too much for her now. When Josh returned home, Renee told her what had happened today. At that point, Josh's mother intervened and said that she knew someone who could help. She also told them that last night she had a nightmare where she saw someone who was in Dalton's room and was after Dalton's body. At this moment, she saw the same entity behind Josh, and she screamed with fear, and with that scream, she started to hear loud noises from Dalton's room. When they were able to break into Dalton's room, they saw that the whole room was devastated, and Dalton was lying on the floor. Now we see Stefan and Tucker, who work for Elise. They checked the palace, and Tucker found two ghost girls looking at him. They called Elise right away. Elise told Josh that she knew him. While checking Dalton's room, she saw the devil lurking on the roof on top of Dalton's bed. On giving her understanding of the situation, Elise told them that Dalton is a successful astral projector and he has been doing that for a long time, but now he is lost somewhere in a place which is not meant for living. She also told them everyone in that realm is after Dalton's body, but this demon is the closest to him and will soon possess it. This annoyed Josh, and he told Elise to leave, but later, when he saw the drawings that Dalton had made, he realized the truth and called them back. They started the process to search for Dalton and were able to connect to him, but he was scared of a demon. He told them that others have heard them too, and then we see things getting out of control as an evil entity starts to interfere in their connection and soon Elise, working as a medium, faints. Then we see Dalton standing, and then he starts throwing people and things around, and other evil entities start to introduce themselves into their house, but soon the things return thanks to Elise's efforts. Elise called Josh's mother, who told him that Josh also went through the same, and she met Elise because of him. She also told Josh that an evil entity had attached itself to Josh, and she was getting closer to him day by day, so Elise suppressed his memory and his ability to astral project to save him from being taken into the land of the dead. Josh agreed to look for his son and went in through astral projection. While searching in the pitch-black darkness, he saw his childhood self, who pointed to the house. He went in, saw an old woman climbing the stairs. He tried to talk to her, but to no avail. He followed her and saw a woman crying. He kept seeing ghosts who were trapped in their time, doing what they did then he walked up into the attic, where he saw the red door, the same door which he saw in Dalton's drawings. When he reached there, a ghost appeared and grabbed him. After a brief struggle, he got free from him and went inside the room. There it was, Dalton chained. As Josh tries to open the chain, Dalton looks behind him, and we see that the demon is working, preparing puppets. Josh continued to work on the chains, and then we see a demon looking at them, and before Josh could anticipate, the demon attacked him, but Josh was able to run away from him along with his son. But he was soon surrounded by the souls of the dead people. Renee called him and instructed them to follow her voice, but the souls also heard her and started to follow as well. They started entering their house from everywhere. Josh also found his way and got inside the house. He told Dalton to go on, and Dalton ran away into the house, searching for his body. He was encountered by the demon, but he was able to reach his body on time. Josh, on the other hand, came in contact with the old woman he was scared of in his childhood. She was inside the mirror, meaning she was living inside him all along. He told her to get away from him. She laughed and disappeared, and we see someone entering Josh's body. The situation stabilized, and it was over. Elise and Josh are talking, and as Josh returns the old pictures, saying that he does not need them anymore, Elise realizes something and snaps a picture of him. This infuriates Josh, and he grabs Elise's neck and kills her. On hearing the sound of Josh's shouting, Renee came and saw Elise dead. She searched everywhere in the house for Josh and then returned to the room where she saw the camera. She could believe it, it was the old lady in Josh's body, and then Josh put a hand on Renee's shoulder, and the movie ended.